Hello, this video will review for faculty how to use file templates within Brightspace by D2L. These file templates are adoptable files that you can use when writing content for your course. They are already ADA accessible. They are formatted for various screen sizes so that they will work on a laptop, a desktop, a mobile device, and they are customizable. With these templates, you can change out the images, change out the text itself or the formatting of the text, and resave it within your course to make it your own. To access those course templates, you would first want to go into your course, go to the content area, and make yourself a module. Then within the module, you would want to choose Upload Create, and you're going to create a file here. You'd want to give the file a name. And then this is where you're going to select the template. You, of course, can type directly into this text box, and you would just have kind of an empty file without any formatting on it. But in order to use these custom templates, you would choose Select a Document. It's important to pick this first before you include your typing because it will overwrite that. So you want to make sure to pick this first before you actually start writing out your material. So then you would want to choose Select a Template, and then you would see a listing of the different templates that are available. You can click on them to preview them. What you want to do first, though, is to look at the ones that are available and choose the one that you're going to want to use, and then edit it and delete off what you don't want from there. So for example, we'll just kind of do a walk and kind of see what some of these look like. So this one has some basic information. And then maybe you can do a Meet Your Facilitator, which has some area for you to put in your image and fill in your contact information. There's one that is designed more for a video lecture where you can replace the video and put in your content. So you'd want to search through these to find different ones that you would like. The three ones that are the most complex are the elements, accordions, and tabs. The elements include different types of elements that you can use. So you might have, for example, the listed items, you have the block quote, you have the jumbotron, you have the standard call out, the icon call out, the table, that type stuff. So what you would want to do is say that you wanted to use the table. The easiest thing to do in this case is to leave the table and delete out things that you don't want. So I would just come and remove all those elements that I don't want, and then I'll have just the table, and you might choose to leave in other things as well. And then here I'm able to add in my content. I can also add in more information here. When you're finished editing, you can just choose to save, and then that would let you see what the file itself is going to look like. So you see it's nice and formatted, and then you can, of course, edit this to change more information about the file itself. So notice if we go to change the template, it's going to let us know that the information here is going to be erased and replaced with the new template. So for example, this table that I've been working on, it's going to be replaced with the blank template if I pick another one. So again, you want to be careful about saving that one and then starting a new file if that's what you're going to do. But here you can change the image itself. So here you'll have some text, but you can click on the different images that are there by default, and you can do insert image, and then you can pick an image from your computer and choose to change out one and use a different one if you like. You can choose just to describe it here for the alternative text, and then it will replace it. And from there you can do further edits on the image just right within it by clicking on it. You can choose to crop the image from here, do some basic transitions or edits on the image, such as changing the color, changing the orientation of the image, so we could flip it or whatnot and choose to apply that if we like. We can change some of the coloring or the contrast in the image if we want. So just some basic editing features built right within the HTML editor itself. If you're looking for some images that are free to use and are usually of high quality, you can choose the website Pexels, P-E-X-E-L-S, and you can search for different images and be able to download those and use those for free. You would just simply click on it and then do free download, and it would just save to your computer like an image. In this case, when we're working with a video, you can choose to first just remove the video that's there in the template, and then you would want to embed another video in, and by doing that you're going to use the insert stuff and then YouTube video. Then you would pick the video you want to embed in, and then you have your video directly embedded in. The other two elements or pages to use interactive tools would be the accordions and tabs templates. So when you choose the accordion template, you'll notice that you have options for just a single accordion, groups, groups of 3, groups of 4, etc. So you want to kind of pick which one you're going to be using and delete out the rest. I'll save and close without adding anything yet, just so that you can kind of see what it looks like. And this is the preview of what it would be. So if you had a single accordion, you would have a title and then it would drop open. Or if you had 2, you would have 2 and then those would drop open. So again, you would just want to edit this, and you would want to delete out the ones that you don't want and leave the one that you do. So if I know that I'm going to want maybe 2 accordions, I'm just going to very quickly go through and delete out all the ones that I don't want, so I can start to work and use this template for just the group of 2. Then you would replace the content as necessary, and kind of remember that you can add in more text below or change it at the top if you need to as well. But when we save and close this, we'll be able to see that here we have our different types, and they're able to click on these accordions and open the information as such. Tabs can be used in a similar way. You would just want to choose the tab template and then again delete out the tabs that you don't want to use. So if I'm just going to use 2 tabs here, I'd want to get rid of all of the extras. And then I would want to change the content at the top to reflect what type of, what I'm talking about in this particular page. So then below you're going to have 2 tabs, and you would just put tab 1 and the content that will be there for tab 1, and then tab 2 and the content that would be there for tab 2. Alright, so we've got our flavor types added in and our different tabs, and then when we save this, we'll be able to see kind of how it functions again. Very similar. You click on one, you see the information, you click on the other, you see the information there. And remember that you can kind of edit and then save and edit and save to just kind of see what it would look like just by coming up here to the top and then doing the edit HTML page here. So these are great ways to make your courses look more organized, to follow a certain scheme that you might be going for, as well as to add in content in ways that add a little bit of interactivity. And remember that these are files that you don't need to create. You would just go to create an HTML page and then just select the template right from within here. Use what you want, delete out what you are not going to use.